So, you've got a waterfront property on Lake Norman, and you're thinking about selling in 2026? Well, you are going to want to see this. We're not just talking about putting a sign in the yard. We're diving into a precision-engineered playbook, one designed to get you the absolute maximum equity from your sale.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it down. We'll kick things off with the big picture, the 2026 playbook. Then, we'll get into the specifics, the financial edge, the compliance check, and the timing game. And finally, we'll put it all together into your winning formula.
Here's the key to a successful 2026 sale on the lake. It's not just about the beautiful views or the square footage anymore. Nope. The winning strategy is built on something we call technical transparency. It's about giving smart buyers the hard data they need to really see the superior value of your property.
And that brings us right to our first core strategy, the financial edge. This is where we uncover this really powerful tool that, honestly, most sellers completely overlook. It's something that can dramatically increase your home's perceived value through a little something called tax arbitrage.
See, you're not just selling a house. You're selling a carrying cost advantage. With tax arbitrage, you're basically framing your property's lower tax bill not as some minor detail, but as a major financial asset for the buyer. It's a game changer.
And the reality of this advantage? It is stark. I mean, look at this. A waterfront home in Sherrills Ford, that's in Catawba County, has a way lower carrying cost than a nearly identical home just across the water in Cornelius, which is in Mecklenburg County. We're talking thousands of dollars every single year.
Let's put a hard number on it, okay? That difference is roughly $6,700. And that's not a one-time bonus. This is direct, tangible savings the buyer gets every single year they own the home. Now that is a powerful marketing message.
And that's just 1 year. Think about it. Over a pretty typical 10-year holding period, that little annual savings snowballs into a $67,000 equity advantage for the buyer. When you present your home this way, you're not just selling a property, you're selling a smarter financial future.
Okay, our second pillar is all about de-risking the whole transaction. Right? Through proactive compliance, you can totally avoid those last-minute surprises that so often derail closings and cost sellers a ton of money.
I absolutely love this phrase, a pilot-grade move. It perfectly captures the mindset. This isn't just about ticking off some boxes on a list. It's a sophisticated pre-flight check on your property's shoreline assets to make sure you have a perfectly smooth journey from contract to closing.
So how do you actually do it? Well, first, you got to understand that Duke Energy has roughly a 45-day window to inspect and transfer shoreline permits. Second, you do your own pre-inspection. Get out there, look at your dock, your lifts, your shoreline. And third, you correct any issues, like unstickered jet ski lifts or stuff that's not compliant, before you even list the property. This puts you in complete control.
And that brings us to the third and final pillar, timing. Because let's be honest, a successful sale isn't just about what you're selling, it's about when you sell it. It's all about leveraging market psychology and showing off your home's best assets at the absolute perfect moment. And the data on this is crystal clear. For luxury Lake Norman inventory, the sweet spot, the optimal listing window, is mid-April. This is the spring peak, when buyer enthusiasm is at its highest, right before summer hits, and those concerns about the winter water drawdown start creeping into the buyer's mind. Hitting this window is absolutely critical. Now, if you have deep water, then you possess what we call a hard asset. This isn't some subjective feature like a nice kitchen. It's a verifiable, highly desirable commodity on this lake. Having 4+ feet of water at your dock during the winter drawdown is a massive advantage that justifies a premium price, and you absolutely have to make it a headline in your marketing. So let's bring it all together into your winning formula. See, this isn't about luck. This is a calculated 3-part strategy designed to put you in the strongest possible negotiating position for your 2026 sale.
So the crucial point here is that these strategies are all connected. They work together. You lead with that financial advantage of tax arbitrage. You back it up with a super smooth transaction thanks to your pilot-grade compliance. And you launch it all at the precise market moment, highlighting hard assets like deep water. That is the formula for maximizing your equity.
So as you get ready for 2026, you've got to ask yourself this question. Are you just planning to sell a house? Or are you building a case for maximum value, one that's founded on verifiable technical transparency?
If you want to put this playbook into action with a full listing reconnaissance report and a professional shoreline audit for your own property, you can learn a whole lot more at zizzyhouse.com.